Wish you a Merry Christmas. Wish you a Merry Christmas. Wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Ho, 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 and hello. Stig Severinsen here from Breatheology. I hope you have had a wonderful year. I want to just give you a short summary of the year 2015. What a year. I hope you have had a great year as well. Many things going on. I hope you focus on all the positive things in your life, all the beautiful things that have happened. And I've had a crazy year. So a lot of things going on. I hardly can remember them. I made a little note here, so totally unprepared. But for Breatheology, we had more than 3,000 people going through the Breatheology Academy training alone. More than 40,000 people have joined the community now. It is an amazing journey, and I truly can see that my mission and vision of changing the world and doing it breath by breath is really becoming a reality. So the momentum is huge, and I'm so glad that you're on this journey. That's why you're watching this video, so thank you for that. I started in 2015 in January. I went to CES, the Consumer Electronics Show, biggest show in the world in Las Vegas. And I was testing a new device where you can measure the oxygen saturation inside the blood non-invasively, meaning it sends a red beam of light into your finger, and by that it can know how much oxygen you have in your bloodstream. It can also measure your pulse and other things. So very exciting to be on the cutting edge of the newest things in science and health. After that, I had a great launch. We had lots of people joining the Breatheology Academy, the new version. So that was great, and we have gotten so much feedback. And if you're one of those people, thank you from the bottom of my heart. We have improved the Academy, we have listened to all of you, and we're even making it better now, but I'll get to that towards the end of this little talk here. In February, I thought I needed a break. I've been really busy, crazy, extremely busy the last 6 years. Traveling, doing world records, TV shows, Discovery Channel, Nat Geo, History Channel, Sports Illustrated, Men's Journal, Men's Health, New York Times, blah, 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 blah. Oh, very busy. So I thought I need a break. So I went to Australia. Yes, I went to beautiful Australia for a month. And I philosophized a little bit about Breatheology, what it's going to be, and I just thought about my life as well. So I had great people in the Breatheology team running the Breatheology platform. Of course, we are not leaving you out there alone. We're going to take care of you. What happened then? Well, I saw my best friends down in Sydney. I went diving with sharks. I surfed, met great new friends, and went a little bit up and down the coast. I went out to a farm where I was 18 years ago when I went on a world tour. So that is kind of where some of this freediving and breathing journey started, when I went on that world tour 18 years ago, backpacking. I'm sure you have done some of the same in your youth. You know, you went somewhere and adventured. So I took 1 year off from my biology studies and I went around the world. So actually in February I did a world tour again this year. So I went to Australia. I was in California, in Las Vegas in California. Then I went to Australia and I stayed there for a month. And I saw the kangaroos, I climbed the mountains, I surfed, I did freediving, I had a great time. Then I came back to Europe. No, then I came back to America, but that doesn't matter. I did some stuff there. I don't even remember what I did. Some more Breatheology work, of course, sitting up till the late nights. Then I went to Europe. I went to Denmark in March, beginning of March. Then middle of March, I went to Finland to dive under ice. And those of you who know me a little bit know that I love diving under ice. I actually hold the 2 Guinness World Records still. The 500 feet underwater and the 250 feet underwater on a single breath of air. In Speedos, naked skin. You have maybe seen it on Discovery Channel or Nat Geo. National Geographic had it out here in the US, and I'm here in California. Sun is shining. A little bit warm with this Christmas Santa Claus hat here, but you know, it's Christmas. Yeah, so you might have seen it there on YouTube. If not, go and see the Breatheology YouTube channel. Just write Breatheology and you'll find the YouTube channel. Maybe you've seen it on Facebook. It went viral last year because there was this ice bucket challenge, and other people went, you get some ice cubes in your hair. Okay, here's a real challenge. So it went viral because some people posted it on Facebook. But it's a beautiful dive, not because I'm the one in it, but because it's in East Greenland. It's a place where nobody has ever been diving before. I was so fortunate and privileged to dive in this pristine water, crystal clear. Go and see it. You'll love this clip. Even though you don't like water or you don't like freediving, go and see this clip. You'll be blown away. It's beautiful nature. Nature is amazing. What happened then? I went to Iceland. No, that was before. I'm going to Iceland on Sunday. In 2 days I'm going to Iceland. So I'm a little bit, a little bit confused, not that smart. That's me. Hello. Okay. So I went to Finland and I was diving under ice with my buddies, and that is so much fun. Then I went back to Denmark, and what happened then? Then I went with my brother skiing, so more ice, more snow. I went to Saalbach in Austria and had some great fun down there. Then I came home for a few days, and then I went to Spain. And I stayed a few weeks in Spain. If you follow me and know where I train for world records, and you know I also live in Spain, so we have a beautiful pool down there, and I dive in the Mediterranean Ocean. If you followed some of my online programs, you have seen my pool and my house and some of the freediving and breath holding videos and techniques I'm showing in my membership site. So if you have seen those, you know where I live, in Spain. What did I do then? Then I went straight home again and changed my underwear as I usually do in Denmark, and I went straight to the Blue Hole in the Bahamas. And I really want to tell you about that. First of all, the Blue Hole, called Dean's Blue Hole in Long Island, is the deepest sinkhole in the world. 663 feet, whoop, down into the center of the Earth. Well, not the center, but you get the point. It's the deepest sinkhole in the world, 202 meters. And what is more important is, 2 years ago, we lost a beautiful freediving friend. He died in that hole from a deep dive. And he was spitting blood and coughing blood, and he actually drowned in his own blood. Very sad and horrible story. So what have I done? Well, the whole freediving community, and especially the researchers and I, went there to do research. So we do preventive protocols. Now I've developed this with other people, new preventive measurements with a medical company as well, with this thing that can measure the oxygen tension. So if you have a problem in your lungs, if you're not breathing right, you will not have as much oxygen in your bloodstream because you cannot push that much oxygen because you're not breathing fully. Your lungs are impeded. Maybe you're breathing at 70% capacity. So we can actually measure before a dive. If we should tell the diver, no, you cannot go, I'm sorry. We couldn't do that before. We can also keep measuring the diver after they come out of the water. So it's not just preventive, it's also actually healing. We can actually see how the process is going, then we can take other measurements if we need to do that with them. So very exciting to do an extreme sport preventive protocol. I'm so proud that I'm part of this work and one of the main minds behind this work. But of course, thank you to everyone out there supporting this great project, because we can truly save lives. We saw that 2 years ago. We could have saved that life of Nick, as his name was, this beautiful young man, if we had used these techniques at that time. So I'm all about safety. I'm all about being crazy and breaking limits and world records, but be safe. You don't want to lose your life in the process. I'm not that kind of adrenaline junkie. I never had that drive. Maybe I die, maybe not. No, hell no, I don't want to die. I love life. But, you know, I want to challenge myself in a safe environment. I hope you have the same approach to life. What did I do after? Well, in there I talked with Sports Illustrated about apps and the future of health and measurement and big data. I did a little, segment for Discovery Channel. I always do some stuff when I'm on the beach in my Speedos. Then I went back to Denmark and I bought a horse. Yes, I bought a beautiful Icelandic pony. I have a great friend, it's not my girlfriend, but almost like a girlfriend, a beautiful girl, and she has a beautiful daughter, and I love them both, and they have horses, so they have infected me with all this horse stuff. First I get the riding boots, then I get the helmet, then I get, the jacket and the horse riding pants, and now I bought a horse, and it's a beautiful horse, I can tell you. I can show this horse because she is right here. Her name is Swallow Miss. Now it gets a bit personal here, but it's a Christmas greeting. I guess I can share something from my life without being totally seen as completely crazy. And where is that horse? It is so beautiful that you might fall down the chair when you see it. Where is that thing? Norway? Oh yeah, I went to Norway also. I bought the horse and 10 minutes after I went to Norway. And this is the truth. 10 minutes after I went to Norway and I sailed on the most beautiful ship you ever saw in your life. And if you don't believe me, I don't know how much you can see here, but there's a ship here. I don't know what angle it needs to be, but there is a ship here, a beautiful ship, wooden ship built in 1951 in Denmark, called Active London. And we went for the midsummer eating lobster, but I was looking for a horse here. Where is that little horse? Where is that horse? There it is. There is my horse. If that is not a beautiful... I don't know if you can see something here. Can you see something? I hope you can. There is a horse here in this picture. Here it's licking on my bald head. I don't know if you can see it because the sun is straight on this. So I'm sorry if you cannot see this horse, okay? It is a beautiful horse. I'll show you here. See, I get kisses. I don't know if you can see this. You know, I can't see what's in the screen because I'm in front of the camera. But you get the point. I bought a beautiful horse. And what an exciting thing to have a horse in your life with a warm heart. It kisses you, it licks you. Oh, I love that horse. I think you figured that out. This is how I do notes, you know, because I have a quite busy life, so who the hell can read something of this? Nothing. It's a miracle I even breathe, right? Maybe that's why I'm good at breath holding. Never thought about that. Horse. I wrote something about a horse. Norway, sailing. What happened then? Oh, I enjoyed Denmark, you know. I was home for a few weeks and we had beautiful weather in Denmark. I was riding in the morning with my friends with the horses, did my running, did my CrossFit training, did all this stuff. A little bit of freediving, a bit of swimming. And then I went to Spain. I went to France for a few weeks and Spain, down to Barcelona, and actually joined my brother he's a head surgeon in ophthalmology, so he does cataract surgery, and he's the one that you probably know that is always helping me in my world record attempt. So he's the one next to me. If you go and see the 22-minute Guinness World Record on YouTube, the longest breath hold on the planet, he's the one next to me, coaching me, helping me, guiding me. Thank you, Martin, for being the best little brother in the world. And what did I do then? I did also, just before I left Denmark, I went back to Denmark in a few weeks in September because my grandmother turned 98, so of course you don't want to miss that day. And the day before I filmed with national TV about stress and panic and how you can use breathing to relieve stress and panic and how you can become more resilient to stress in your everyday work, in your everyday life, in sport. So this is airing soon. This program should be out in the next month or so that'll be exciting, but more exciting that I could actually get my message out that breathing can do so many wonderful things. And now I work with PTSD. I have the results that came in from a whole year of gathering data, and it's quite sad because I work with veterans and I thought that soldiers and law enforcement people were the ones that were most prone to have PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. But the results are in now, 125 people. Thank you everyone for submitting your life and your story. 125 people submitted their story, and we have exclusive data and very detailed data and graphs. And 38%, which was by far the highest, that had PTSD had it because of personal tragedy. So if you're sitting out there and have PTSD, some trauma in your life, we all have trauma. Something happened in our childhood, horrible things happen. The point is, we cannot change it. We can change who we are today and who we will become in the future. We have to rewrite that story. So I'm creating a program now, a breathing program for PTSD and stress, and that's going to be released soon. So I'm leading into all this new Breatheology Academy. The new Breatheology Academy is going to be released within a month or so, and it is going to be mind-blowing. I have the best people, I mean the best people in the world working on the platform, super mobile, responsive, whatever device you pull it up on, it's working. There's going to be progress bars. You can see how much of your training have you completed. Completely revolutionizing breathing and breath holding. It is now the best platform in the world, but now it's just going to be completely superior to anything else. I have big plans. I want to get into the medical community. I want to get into every Navy base in the world. I want to help soldiers with PTSD. I want to turn the world around. You know I'm on this mission, right? Helping the world to breathe better. And you're with me on this mission. And I thank you deeply from the bottom of my heart, because I cannot do this work alone. You see this list? Do you see this little guy here with this small brain can change the world just alone? Of course I cannot. I can hold my breath, I can do amazing things, and so can you. When I can do it and the thousands of students I've taught can do it, so can you. So believe in yourself. I'll believe for you. Then you do it, then you tell me that I helped you and inspired you along the way, and I'll be so happy, because what is better than to inspire someone, whether it's a child or a grown-up or an old person. Imagine if you're out there 78 years old and you want to climb a mountain and you do it with your granddaughter. Wouldn't that be something? Write me on Facebook if you do that. That will be amazing. Okay, I went on another world tour because, you know, it was a great year, so I thought, why not do some more traveling and do some more filming for Breatheology, so I can help you even more out there. So I went on another world tour. I went to Australia in 2 days after my grandmother's birthday. Yes, so she had a birthday on a Friday, and on the Sunday, I went the 20th, I think it was, of September, I went to Australia. I stayed for a month. Beautiful friends. If you see this down there, thank you, kangaroo people. I love you. I did surfing, I did higher level strategizing work on Breatheology, what it's going to be in the future, how can we improve, which new teams am I going to hire. I just signed a contract yesterday, I hired a whole group of people, I'm going to hire another team as well. I have people all around the world now doing incredible work. So if you see this and you're part of the Breatheology team, you know I'm crazy, but I hope you know I love you. Thank you for all the support you put in and help and all the great stuff you built so people out there like you can enjoy all the benefits of breathing and breath holding, cleansing the mind, diminishing stress, being stronger, winning world titles in whatever sport you're doing, surfing, swimming, horseback riding. I was at the World Championship of Horseback Riding, and of course I helped some of the riders. I totally forgot that, but I think I put it here. WC Horse. WC Horse means World Championship for Horses, Icelandic horses. All right, this is a bit spontaneous because I'm actually flying in less than 12 hours. I don't have a watch, but I'm flying this night out of Los Angeles. I'm flying to, I think, Boston, and then Iceland, that's what I told you before, then Copenhagen, and celebrating Christmas with my family and friends. But I went another world to Australia, then I went to California, then I went to Phoenix. I did a lot of marketing. How do you write stories? How do you explain things so people really understand that your mission is important and it can help them? How do you inspire people? So I'm learning all these psychological things, and it's so interesting. In Australia I also did some live workshops, and I realized that I love it so much. I did a live workshop with CrossFit. I've worked with CrossFit the last few years. If you don't know CrossFit, it's like kind of gymnastics, lifting weights, tires, pulling yourself up a rope. It's kind of like monkey training, like a little monkey, like a child, you know, it's simple training. And I love it because it's so simple, and that's why people love it. And 7 people in that workshop, there were like 30 people, 40 people, but 7 people did something called a WOD, workout of the day, and they do it on time. So the week after, the 7 people on the professional team training for the regionals, and then after that they can go to the CrossFit Games, which is a huge thing here in America. And actually the guy who owns this box, a CrossFit gym, is called a box. That's what it is in CrossFit. That guy was in the CrossFit Games, yes, so he loved it, and he told me he had never seen anything like my training, my approach to mobility training, my approach to having breathing as king, and explaining how they can become so much stronger. And these are professional athletes. All 7 the next week improved their time in this workout of the day. They all improved their potential. Isn't that amazing? 7 people, all 7. I was blown away. And now they're training a new program that I've created, Superhuman Lungs, how to expand your lung volume beyond vital capacity. And that program is also coming out in the new Breatheology Academy. I don't want to sit here and do a long sales pitch. You'll see it because it's beautiful. So I'm just telling you that I did these workshops, and it came back to me how much I love touching people. So I hope I can meet you and touch you out there in the world. But you know, I want to have huge impact. That's why I do online training, because I can reach hundreds of thousands of people, and I do that on my platform, breatheology.com. And that is wonderful. All right, what more did I do? Then I went to Florida, yes, because it was not enough just to do some work in Phoenix and California, so I went to Florida. I went to Orlando, to DEMA, the biggest dive show in the world. I was signing my books, my Breatheology best-selling book. I was giving a lecture on how you can move from extreme to mainstream. Yep, that's my new thing. How do you move from extreme sport, extreme diving, like I've done, 4 times freediving world champion, blah, blah, blah. I think I have 8 or 12 Guinness World Records. All this stuff doesn't matter. It matters when I put it into action and mainstream people, normal people can use it. Whether you're a stressed CEO of a big company, whether you're a busy house mom at home taking care of the kids, whether you're an entrepreneur starting a business, having too many things like I have in my mind going on at the same time, whether you're a soldier, you want to be more safe, whether you're a lifeguard, whether you're a professional athlete, you want to improve your performance. I have made programs now for all of that, and I have amazing things to share with you. And I realize how much fun it is to touch people. But let's see if we meet in the future, maybe on my yacht. I charter yachts around the world once a year or so, and I take people out sailing, breathing, diving, swimming with dolphins. This is a long, we're coming up on 20 minutes. You know, I can hold my breath this long. So I think I deserve to actually speak a little bit longer. We're at 1938 now. You probably don't want to hear this craziness, so just turn off and go and have a beer. But in case you want to hear me say goodbye, then why not make it 22 minutes? That's my Guinness World Record. So, you know, I deserve to speak as long because I, talk like a water fountain. So I deserve to have the honor of speaking as long as I want on my own Christmas greeting, don't I? I hope you think so. All right, I went to the dive show, but more importantly, after that I went to Orlando. And in Orlando, I joined the AARC. It was such an honorable invite. I joined the American Association of Respiratory Care. And I was floating in a tank, like I did in CES, this big show. I think I forgot to tell you that I was floating in this big tank that was custom built for me, a big water tank. So that tank was flown out to Florida, to Tampa. And it was a huge crowd, and I was speaking and engaging with doctors, with respiratory therapists, with all these people and nurses working in respiratory therapy, and it was great to have this dialogue. And they already have invited me for next year, and I'm doing other things soon again. I think I'll be flying out to Las Vegas in about a month from today. It's the 5th of December now, and I'll be flying out the 5th of January to CES that starts the 6th. So if you come to CES, come and find me. I'll probably be there somewhere floating around or talking about breathing. All right, the time is almost up, 21:08 here. Then after that, I went to my old childhood home in Florida. Yes, Pensacola Beach, baby, the world's widest beach, coral white sand. So I saw my old host family, because when I was 17, I lived in Florida and I graduated there. So that's where I learned to surf, where I swam with dolphins and stingrays and got so curious about all this water world. Of course, I did swimming all my life and freediving, but sailing on my parents' boat, going to the Mediterranean. But Florida really sparked that interest. And, you know, I was 17, so I could kind of do what I wanted to do. Okay, 18 seconds left. I thank you for being part of Breatheology, for being part of my world, even though we don't know each other maybe personally. But maybe you know a bit about me now, and you know I'm still on this mission. I hope you join me, and I wish you and your loved ones a wonderful Christmas and a happy New Year. Thank you for listening.